Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're diving into the world of online side hustles.
Oh yeah, we found a YouTube video promising to reveal 40 websites that will pay you daily within 24 hours.
Yeah, quite a claim, right? So we, of course, had to dive in and see what's what,
We'll break down some of the most intriguing possibilities and more importantly, give you the context the video kind of skipped.
for sure. Because let's be real, a quick buck always sounds great, but you want to be informed.
Exactly.
So think of this deep dive as your guide, your guide to navigating this world.
Like an online Wild West.
Exactly. And to kick things off, let's talk about this first category of getting paid for, stuff you already do.
Right. The video starts with a bang, talking about an app called, I think it's Lime, that pays you to charge scooters.
Okay, that got my attention. I've tripped over enough scooters to power a small city. How does this whole scooter thing actually work?
Well, basically you sign up to be, get this, a juicer.
A juicer. Okay.
Yeah, which, I mean, sounds way cooler than it probably is. You use their app to locate scooters low on battery, take them home, and then charge them up. I'm assuming just a regular old power outlet.
So you're like a scooter babysitter. Sounds easy enough. But, I mean, is it actually worth your time? What kind of earning potential are we talking?
Well, the video mentioned a range, like $5 to $20 per scooter. But that can vary, your location, how much effort you're willing to put in.
Right, because chasing these scooters down in the middle of the night doesn't sound like a walk in the park.
For sure.
Are there other, I don't know, logistical things to consider?
Definitely.
Hmm.
The video mentions that you might need to buy, like invest in a charger, which can cost, they said, around $4. You're also, competing with other juicers for these scooters.
Ah, so it's like a scooter gold rush.
Yeah, something like that.
So maybe not a replacement for your day job, but a fun way to make a little extra cash.
Right, especially if you're already, out and about. Now, switching gears a bit, from the physical to the digital world,
Okay.
the video highlights an app called Swash. Claims to pay you for, get this, browsing the web.
Okay, I'm all for getting paid to do something I already do, which is basically live on the internet. But what's the catch? How can they afford to pay people just for, I don't know, browsing?
That's a great question. It seems like their business model revolves around data. So when you install their browser extension, they collect, they say, anonymized data about your, browsing habits.
Yeah.
They claim they use this data for market research and don't collect, sensitive info like passwords or credit cards. But I mean, it's something to be aware of if you care about privacy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So they're basically monetizing your data,
Right.
even if it's anonymized, selling it to companies that want to know what you're looking at online.
Exactly. And, this brings up a good point about a lot of these online earning opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Often you're not just a user, you're also the product.
Ooh, I like
Your data is valuable and companies are willing to pay for it.
that's a good reminder. Always read the fine print. Understand how your data is being used.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now let's talk about another platform that caught my eye, Toggle.
Okay.
This one is more traditional. They're a European software company, and they offer remote job opportunities.
Ooh, remote work. That's the dream for, I think, everyone these days. What kind of positions are they offering?
They seem to have a variety, but the video specifically mentioned software development and customer support. And here's the kicker. Some of these roles come with salaries up to $80,000 annually.
Wow, $80,000 for a remote job? That's nothing to sneeze at. Okay, I am adding Toggle to my list to check out for sure, but I have a feeling there's a catch.
You're probably right. There is a bit of a geographical limitation. Seems like you need to be based in Europe to be eligible.
Ah, there it is. Still, it's good to know that there are, legitimate, well-paying remote jobs out there, even if they're not all accessible to everyone.
Absolutely. So moving on to a category I know a lot of people are curious about, passive income.
Ooh, yes.
The video mentions a few platforms that promise, to help you earn money in your sleep. But as always, the reality is a bit more nuanced.
Right, because who doesn't love the idea of money magically appearing in their bank account while they're, I don't know, binge watching their favorite show? But let's break down some of these passive income streams. See what's what.
One that I thought was interesting is called School.
Okay.
It's a platform where you can, create and sell online courses. But it's more than just that. It's about building like a community around your expertise.
So it's like a combination of online education and, dare I say it, online influencing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The video highlights Some creators on School are earning, get this, tens of thousands of dollars monthly recurring revenue.
Wow. But I imagine it takes a lot of effort to build that kind of engaged community, right? It's not like you just hit publish on your course and then the money starts rolling in.
Right. Definitely not. You need to create high-quality content, engage with your audience, constantly find ways to, add value. It's a business. And like any business, it requires dedication and hard work.
There's no such thing as a free lunch, huh? Even in the world of online income.
Exactly. Precisely. Another platform that caught my eye was Skillshare.
Oh, okay.
This is also in the online learning space.
Mm.
However, unlike School, which is more about building a community, Skillshare is focused on individual courses.
So if School is like creating your own online schoolhouse, then Skillshare is more like offering individual workshops.
That's a great way to put it.
Right.
And it seems like Skillshare could be a good option for, people who want to kind of dip their toes into the online teaching world without the pressure of like building a full-fledged community.
Makes sense. It's all about finding the platform that aligns with your goals and your comfort level, I guess. Now, I know we've been talking
Yeah.
a lot about, these digital platforms, but the video also mentions a few real-world opportunities. One that caught my eye was, I think it was called WeWord, an app that claims to pay you for walking.
Ah, yes. The get paid to move category. It does sound almost too good to be true. Let's look into it.
Right, because I'm already walking everywhere, so why not get paid for it? But how does it actually work? Do they, track your steps with your phone?
That's my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Download the app, it tracks your steps in the background, and you earn points that you can redeem for rewards. The video doesn't really offer specifics about, earning potential, so that it's hard to say how much you can realistically expect to make.
Okay, so probably not going to be quitting my day job to become a professional walker, but hey, a little extra pocket change for something I'm already doing sounds all right to me.
Right. It's all about those little wins. And speaking of small wins, the video also dives into, those micro-task websites. These platforms are all the rage for people looking to earn some extra cash in their spare time.
Yeah, I remember seeing those on the list. Honestly, though, the idea of doing these tiny tasks for, I'm assuming, not very much money sounds a bit tedious.
Yeah, you're not wrong. The pay per task is often very, very low. Like we're talking sometimes just a few cents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you would need to be really churning through high volume to make any decent income. It's all about that earnings per hour metric.
Earnings per hour, that's a good point. So it's not just how much you get paid per task, but how many you can actually do realistically in an hour.
Exactly. And when you break it down like that, suddenly your earning potential may not seem as, as impressive as it initially seemed,
Right.
especially when you compare it to minimum wage or other, earning opportunities.
Right. So maybe not a sustainable full-time income, but potentially a good way to make a couple extra bucks here and there.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, let's talk about one more category I know is near and dear to your heart. Getting paid for your opinions.
Oh, you know me too well. Lay it on me. What platforms are we looking at?
All right, so the video mentions a couple of different survey sites. Panda Research was one, Prize Rebel, and then 5 surveys. These platforms pay you for completing surveys, maybe participating in focus groups, or even just testing out products.
Okay, so it's basically like market research, but with a little bonus. Sounds pretty straightforward. Are these surveys actually fun, though? Or is it more like, I don't know, work disguised as leisure?
That's the million-dollar question. It really depends, I think, on the survey and your interests. But realistically, it is important to go into it with the understanding that it is, a form of work, even if it's, relatively low effort.
Right. Nobody's getting rich filling out surveys all day long. But it could be, I don't know, a way to share your thoughts, maybe even discover some new products or whatever and get a little something on the side.
Exactly. It's all about, what works for you and your lifestyle.
Well, there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the fascinating, sometimes overwhelming world of online earning. Everything from charging scooters to passive income streams, even the Wild West of those micro-task websites.
We covered a lot of ground today, and hopefully it's been, informative and empowering.
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, whether you're trying to earn a full-time income online or just make a little extra cash on the side, the key is to be informed, be realistic, and most importantly, have fun.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Do your research, find opportunities that really appeal to you, and who knows, maybe you'll discover your next big side hustle.
And if you do, let us know. We want to hear about all your online earning adventures. Until next time, happy hustling.